Hi, I'm Ty Comer, editor of Billboard.com. Thank you for joining us for another live Q&A. And today we are excited to be joined by the very talented Mr. Greyson Chance. Greyson, how's it going?
It's going good. Thank you so much for having me here today, Ty.
Thanks for being here. Now, Greyson's new album, Hold On Until the Night, is out tomorrow, so he's decided to stop by and answer some fans' questions and even play us a couple tracks from the album. So we've got a lot in store for you. If you haven't sent your questions in yet, you still have a chance to do so. Tweet us at Billboard.com using hashtag BBChance. And I just might get a chance to add some questions in before we get to the performance. But until then, let's talk about the record a little bit. Hold On Till the Night. Congratulations! It's a fantastic album. Tell us a little bit about how that all came together.
Well, you know, the record, I mean, it really started after I was on Ellen, you know. Within a month, I was in LA cutting records. And, you know, what I think is so great about this record is it's taken a year to make. And that's an amazing creative process because you really feel the emotions of a year. You know, there's some songs about love, there's some about heartbreak, there's somewhere I'm sad, there's somewhere I'm happy. It's a huge melting pot of different things, and that's what I think is so great about the record. It really has a different tone and a different vibe, and all the songs have a different story.
Yeah, I agree with you. Did you know when you started out that you wanted to make this kind of record, or did it just sort of happen in the process?
Well, you know, when we first went into the studio, it was kind of a really cool experience because we weren't walking into anything. It was like, you know, we can go into any genre you want. We can go into any type of lyric. It was really, the boundaries were unlimited. And, you know, I sat down with Ron Fair, who was my A&R at the time, and, you know, we were just in the studio and we were just writing about anything and everything. And then we came along this song called Waiting Outside the Lines, and then that was the ticket. That was our ticket into what genre we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Waiting Outside the Lines video is really interesting.
Thank
if
you
haven't seen it, we're going to show it in a little bit. But you know, I really like the effect that you had playing the piano and all the different settings. How was that, like recording your first video and just doing videos in general? Was that an easy process for you, or?
Well, I was actually, when I was driving to the video shoot, I was so nervous. And I don't get nervous that much, but it was my first video, and it's quite funny, actually. When you're in a music video, you're an actor. Mm-hmm. You have to, it's very different. You have to step into different characters, and it's really like being in a movie, basically, or a TV show.
Had you had any acting training beforehand? I
have not had any acting training, so I was kind of walking in just kind of empty, and it took a couple shots for me to get into it, and then once I started hearing the music and I started feeling the story, then it was easy. It went by very quick. It was a long shoot, but it went by very quick.
Awesome. One of the things that really impressed me about the record is the fact that it's so mature, you know, and you're dealing and, you know, and talking about, like you said, relationships and heartbreak and things, and you sing it from the perspective of a person who is, you know, someone we would typically expect is a little bit older than you are. Yeah. So is it a difficult process for you to sort of get into that place where you're singing about these very like adult sort of emotions, or how does that work for you?
Well, you know, it's not really hard for me. I think, you know, teenagers especially, girls and boys who are teenagers have loads of feeling. Loads. I mean, we have, if I could take out my feelings right now, I could fill a couple barrels of feelings. Every teenager has that. So, you know, I'm a very dramatic guy, so, you know, I over-exaggerate with a lot of the stuff, but, you know, a lot of it came from, you know, I missed home a lot sometimes. You know, I had an old relationship. I really liked this girl, and, you know, everything that I wrote about had a meaning behind it. You know, the song "Please Don't Break My Heart, Cheyenne," you know, the top line is "Please don't break my heart, Cheyenne." Mm-hmm. It's just simple stuff like that, like, don't break my heart. You know, and I think that's what makes the record so special, is that it just has meaning. It's real.
Right. So even though you're still pretty young, you do have life experiences to draw on.
Yes, I have feelings. I have lots of feelings.
Indeed, you do. You know, it's been just a little bit over a year since we first saw the paparazzi video of you at your school. Was it a talent show or was it a music exposition?
It was a talent show, yeah.
Okay, and you know, here we are, less than a year later, a little over a year later, and you have your first album coming out, and you know, you've got over 50 million views on YouTube. Congratulations with that. Did you think when you put that video up that you would ever be in this position?
You know, I never thought I'd be here. You know, I put the video up mainly because I wanted to show my friends. Like, it was basically like a thing like, paparazzi, why not? Click, post it up on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I tell my fans every night when I do paparazzi in my stage show, I say, I want to thank you and I want to thank Gaga. And that's why I'm going to play a song. I dedicate it to you and Gaga, because if it wasn't for Gaga writing the song, I wouldn't be sitting here today. And if it wasn't for all those people, all my fans out there who just clicked, sent it to a friend, and that friend sent it to another friend, and then it spreads. And so I dedicate it to all the people that watched the video, and for everybody that worked on the physical record. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. What's been the reaction of the kids back at home?
Well, my friends are very supportive. They know more about the record business than a lot of other Oklahoma teenagers. Now that I fill them in on everything, but they're really supportive, and whenever I go home, it's they always come to the shows. I'm always hanging out with them, and we're just really cool. They still look to me as Greyson.